Hi guys, Sam here from Landscape Plus. Today we are looking at water features and more specifically what we would call fountainscapes. Now when we're talking to our customers at Landscape Plus about our product ranges being lighting, irrigation and water features, in my opinion, water features are the ones that really seem to scare people. Fountainscapes are the perfect way of incorporating water into one of your projects without too much worry and hassle. So we're going to have a little look over a range that we've got here, explain some of the benefits and the differences between them and how you can incorporate one into your next project. So starting at this end, we've got a really nice Core 10 water table. That one is completely self-contained, so you don't even have to dig. Simply fill it with water, plug it in, off you go. You've got a nice LED light in the top as well. There's a small body of water at the top there, so really good for attracting birds and wildlife into a garden. And like I say, couldn't be easier to install. Next up, we've got one of these patio ponds from Aquascape. Now the difference for me, again, you don't have to dig, but this one is really good if you want to bring aquatic plants into a garden. So you've got a table in there that you can put different height planting onto. A handy little piece at the back there to take a cable out. So yeah, really easy. Quite simply fill it up, gravel, aquatic plants, really nice addition to any scheme. Moving on, the change we've got here, as you'll see, is these ones, instead of having the water as part of the feature, you've got a reservoir beneath. So you would have to dig out, fill that one up with water. This one is one of the stacked slate spheres, again from Aquascape. Nice, really simple. Pipe comes up through the middle, pump in the reservoir at the bottom. Small body of water fills in here just to give it a real even spill over the top. One thing that we do recommend at all times when you're putting this kind of feature in, you'll see that the sphere isn't too far off the same size as this reservoir. So we would use what we call a bib liner. Quite simply, putting a bigger liner around, giving you a bigger catchment area. Tapering slightly in towards the reservoir with a hole in the middle, just gives you a much bigger catchment, stops any of that splashing water getting wasted and soaking into the surrounding ground. One difference we've got here as well, I've got a separate reservoir. We've got the one with the sphere on is one of our metal grids. There's no support through the middle of that, so the weight distribution is mainly on that grid and onto the plastic tub. Whereas with this one is one of the aqua basins from Aquascape, has got the moulding going through the middle, so much better weight distribution and you'll get higher weight features on top of that, especially if you're going to be creative and you sort of drilled out rocks, millstones, that sort of thing. Really make sure you've checked your weight distribution. And finally, looking at this one here, this is one of our spillway bowls. But as you'll see down the bottom here, we've got one of the aqua blocks. So this is where you would create your own reservoir underground. You'd simply dig a hole, line the hole with a pond liner, fill it with these aqua blocks, and you can create whatever size and shape reservoir you need. That one is also the method that we would use to have a body of water for a pondless waterfall, so a rockway that simply disappears into the ground. Other considerations with these is top-ups. So if you really want it low maintenance for your client, you could put a simple top-up valve in either of these ones, nice and straightforward. Other than that, they are really straightforward to do. With these ones, we also do the taller urns. You need to think about weighting those down, so you can actually take these apart, put some ballast in the bottom of them just to make sure they don't move at all because they're not filling with water. Like I said, it's just a little reservoir at the top that fills. But yeah, couldn't be more straightforward. Any questions, give one of our team a call.